What is up, risk takers? Welcome to Kill Pete Strategy. I am Pete. I am a top player in Risk Global Domination. I have a daily release on YouTube. I'm doing weekday streams on Twitch for the winter. If you are interested in getting better at the game of Risk, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. Come along the ride with me. Try to do a 6-player game. Get a fucking 5-player game. What an awful, awful mode. Because I do love the neutral bot, but not when it starts. The beginning of the game. Whoever wins Australia will have a huge bot guard. Oh, God. All right. Well, I have a good Africa position if I can make nice with magenta. This sucks. I hate starting with a bot. Man. They really need to fix that. They need to be aware that is a thing to be fixed before they could even fix it, and then they need to agree. And then it would need to be, well, how do we do it? It'll take forever. Everything takes forever. Omnipotent. Hell yeah. Finally get to see you live. Love the YouTube videos. Welcome in, Omnipotent. I would love to be as powerful as that. All right, so we have an orange bot that is going to act as a pseudo blizzard. Sorry, purple bot. Second position, we have Magenta's Iselia from the United States of America. Third position, we have General Ball from the Netherlands playing as yellow. No, France playing as yellow. Fourth position, myself. This is Bird Blitz from Bangladesh. I'm going to insist upon Africa. And I'm obviously not going to be stupid and destroy Magenta troops in the process, so we're going to get all of our troops lined up to take Africa and hope Magenta gets the message. I'll throw him a heart and tell him to attack me. Get your fucking 6 out. In the 5th position, General Banshee 12581 from Serbia playing as red, and in the final position, General On, also from France, 9847 playing as orange. I am just steps away from getting all my material into Africa in the start. My start is actually great. Yellow's start, I think, is better because what yellow can do is they can take Australia and then they end up in a guarded, double guarded, right? They can guard here and they can have the bot just keep stacking ad infinitum. Tally ho with the prime sub. Thank you. Thank you, Tally. Appreciate the support. I am over the moon that anyone would see enough value in my work to support me. So thank you all so much. I hope you know what it means to me. And I hope I say it enough. Hey, Pete, do another R5 Play with Friends game. My match is tomorrow and looking for more practice. I don't know. Depends on how long this one goes. One shot? What have we on? What have we been on for? We've been on for an hour and a half? We'll see. We'll see. If it's a long game, maybe not. As much as I'd love to help you. Hey, the raid out by JJ. How you doing, JJ, brah? What's up, my friend? Oh, baby. Miles with the gift subs. Miles and miles and miles of gift sub. Thank you, sir. Come on, hit me. Get out of my Africa. Hit me, hit me, hit me. Good. Leave. That is a homie play. That is a homie play. We are now homies. I will do, if you ask me for a favor later, I'll do it for you. Thank you, sir. That is a homie play. I can take Africa on the second turn. I don't think I will. I think I'll take all but Egypt. Maybe. Well, orange is here and orange is cool. Do I just take it? Maybe I just take it. I've hit 4 territories. Do I have enough? Does that give me? I think I do though. I think that's fine. All right. Good dice 1. Yeah, good dice 2. Yeah, good dice 3. I mean, right? And now we have all of our troops in the Africa sphere. I can even get broken by, oh, that's a bot. No, but that bot doesn't attack. Great. Yeah, I can get broken by orange. I don't think I will. And then me and orange are cool. We can go other ways. Me and magenta are cool. Yellow will take Australia. Whoa, Rez with the gift subs too, man. Peyton, oh man. Thank you so much, Rez. Thank you for the 5 gift subs, brother, man. What is that slider thing you do? I can explain it to you guys. Let me wait till my next turn. I'll explain the slider. For those of you new to this fucking nonsense, I'll explain what it is. So Balanced Blitz has an idiosyncrasy where in order to get 100% and 0% probability outcomes, which we all know with true random is impossible, Balanced Blitz has an algorithm that rounds everything 15% and down to 0 and 85% and up to 100%. Everything in the middle, if it's above 50% likelihood, it gets rounded favorably, and if it's below, it gets rounded negatively. So, simple rule of thumb is if you have less than 50% odds on a roll and you have time, you always have a better probability of an outcome by slow rolling. This is why we recommend you manual roll your 2v1s. Okay, so then how does the slider come into play? They added the blitz slider in about a year ago, allowing you to blitz less than your full stack. The default of the blitz is set to 100% of your stack. This causes, when large numbers slam into lower numbers, this can cause an imbalanced amount of troop losses. You can lose, if 100 rolls a 1, you can lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 troops, which we know would be impossible, or not impossible, but like mathematically impossible, an extremely unlikely scenario. I'm really surprised Yellow hasn't taken Australia. Now they do. So here's what we do. Normally, if it isn't 100% to take, you see up at the top, you want to dial the slider down to the minimum amount of troops to commit to still get 100% to take, because that helps you mitigate troop losses. I think I've been advocating, as publicly as I can, that the default for the slider should be whatever 100% to take is, saving us from the mechanical having to dial it down, because once everyone knows it's correct, it's not actually a strategic skill gap, it's just a mechanical skill gap. Can you click the dice in time, right? Well, that's not the type of risk I want to play, right? I want to play the psychological strategic game, not the can I click fast game. That's basically the spiel. I hope you got it. Yellow doesn't understand the advantage of the bot. Yeah, watch them hit it. Pink is new to Risk. I don't think they're that new. They left. Hype train. Oh, baby. Thanks, Mal. Mallory with the biddies. How you doing? No one in this game is very good. I wouldn't go that far. I think, well, we'll find out, won't we? We'll find out who's good. It would also be nice to see a distribution slider. Oh, yeah, for splits. Absolutely. Sorry, except you, Pete. I didn't know if you meant it that way, Brandon. I know you're extremely favorable to the old Peteman, so I take the compliment, sir. Hey, you know what I say? I'm always here to learn. I'm just on my stage of the learning journey like everyone else. Hey, would you blow me? I sure would, for 100 biddies, for the low price of 100 biddies. Haywood, thank you. Fuck, that name cracks me up. All right, I predict red is going to roll the 4 here. They should have done that already. I have a 10 set on 3. I would like to maintain my North America position, but I'm not that desperate to do so. Watch him hit the 9. Okay. I'm going to take the 10 set on 3 because getting a 10 set on 3 in Classic Fix is just so good. I'm going to make this a 5. Can't really move it yet, but hopefully Magenta figures something out. Here is the demo, okay? So 24 rolling a 1 risks losing more than 1, risks losing potentially more troops than you need. So what you do is you dial the slider all the way down to 100%. You see at the top, 100%. I'm only risking 4 troops, which is a 100% roll, as we all know. 4v1s are 100%. I didn't lose any. And then I fortify back, and that's it. That's the technique part of the slider. I think I explained it well. I hope I explained it well. If you have any questions, ask me now, because we're on the subject. So I would like to use this as one of those, like, hey, how do you use the slider? Here's the tutorial, right? Does anyone have any more questions about the SMG has to fix the slider? Yes. Yes. Well, step 1 is let's upvote the comments on that so that the comments in the risk ideas thread on the Discord, so that it will raise this issue to their attention as something that could be fixed. Hey, Pete, how do you play Risk? I don't know, man. I'm going to play zombies today. Are you a zombies player? Is that why? Oh, cool. Good question. Other than 2v1, when would you ever manual roll? There's a lot of good reasons to manual roll. Sometimes manual rolling sends a type of message. If you're playing true random, manual rolling is helpful because you don't have to commit to the random outcome. You can commit to individual random outcomes and then assess. Now, this all assumes that you have the time. Another thing I would love to be a catalyst for change on is removing animations from everything, right? I don't think we need, they shouldn't be slow rolls. Why can't we just pop true randoms and like calibrate, right? That would be a cool skill, a cool strategic skill, right? How can you manage your true random odds? Things like that. Can you give an example of stack sizes where you don't need to slider, or should you always slider? If you are a min-maxer, if the idea of losing any more troops than you should bothers you, then you should always slider down to 100% to take. This game is going very well for me. I think Magenta's in a big, big trouble. Does the does the likelihood of troops loss increase continuously or in increments? I don't know. I think probably continuously, but I don't know for sure. I'm asking because if it is an increment, it might be useful to go a bit above 100 when you're hitting multiple stacks, because it will take longer until you end up at 89%. Yeah, I don't honestly know the answer to that question. My intuition tells me it is continuous, not incremental, but that would be a question for the math guys. Please, let's be nabes. Nabes? Good nabes? Yes. Cool. Totally cool. Does he trust me? I think Magenta's first out this game. Why do you leave the 3 troops after attacking, then fortify you back to your stack? That's just a technique thing. You could do it either way. You could do it, move the whole stack, then move the whole stack back. The default technique I have for my muscle memory is just in case I mess up, The same reason I have the end stage confirmation on, just in case I make a mistake. I want my stack to be where I want my stack to be, and I'd rather misfortify 3 troops than misfortify the whole stack. That's the logic. That's a very, very slight thing, and it presupposes that I make an error, but it's just a hedge against the possible error. Yeah, the frequency where that comes up is almost 0. All right, and after 5 cards, pink only has a 6 trade. I think leaving the 3 and bringing them back seems less aggressive. Yeah, it might send a message. How you do things, the speed at which you do things, I always work too fast. I scare people, and I don't mean to, right? Because we can't chill and talk. I always try and be good neighbors in these circumstances. What does pink even do? Pink's fucked. Yellow's going to take a card in Afghanistan or China. If they ever hit that 10 stack, they are dumb. All right, and we have reached a stable state. You tell Pink was going to be in trouble the second he left Africa. What's my favorite fruit? Watermelon. All right, red can get a card. Now I can get a card. Yellow should remove the other purple position to force him to stack in front of his base. Yeah, exactly. But also, that would be very expensive by now. I don't think any of the big purple positions get removed. Yeah, orange is going to hit a 4. Okay, we can see that. Quicksilver with the prime sub. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Fresh watermelon juice is so underrated. I love it. Concentrate would like to know, how can SMG give better communication options with risk with a Discord? I don't think I understand the question. How can SMG give players better communication options? I don't know that they can. I think giving players more communication options opens up a range of other problems, like people being shitty to each other. Is that what you meant, though? Yeah, Magenta's going to be a long way away from getting a position. A sorry is needed? Yeah, I like sorry. Yellow wants me to attack red. I have no interest in doing what yellow tells me to do. Yellow has half of their troops locked behind a 10 that they're never going to hit. If they want to involve themselves in the outside world, they want to card block me? I want to show my good faith to red and to orange. You're fucked. You took Australia. You got Australia. You stay there. Canadian update for Risk, the sorry edition. Sorry. Yes. And red shows good faith as well. Red has a 2-point on Europe. Dude, if I was red, I'd be very happy. And he doesn't accept the request, but I'd be much happier. Why you don't have anything to offer me, yellow? Don't tell me what to do. You can't give me anything. No Jack. Seen a lot of YouTube videos. First time catching on Twitch. Welcome in, No Jack. How you doing, man? I think Australia's misunderstood. I believe no Australia, no win. Yes, you know it in your heart. Am I salty towards the yellow player? Salty? No, I just hate being told what to do. Particularly by someone who has nothing to offer me. Like, there's no reason for him to be telling me to hit red. You want to hit red, you hit red. I'm not fucking hitting red. I have way more to lose by hitting red than you do. You get to chill in your fucking Australia hole with an extra bonus 10 block. Lucky, lucky start, but now you only get 2 troops a turn. Make your bed and lie in it, right? How dare you not do yellow's bidding for free? Exactly. It's ridiculous. Tell me what to do. Hey, Pete, did you ever have problems with homeowners in the lawn care business? I do siding and run into problems sometimes. Okay. Slight difference in my business and yours, I'm guessing, is that with siding, you see a customer, you do a job, and then the job is over. So the types of problems you deal with are quality service issues, misunderstandings, billing, that sort of thing. My business is seasonal contracts for lawn maintenance. So I see the same customer and I develop a relationship with them over the months and ideally over the years. So there's a couple of different things there. Like, short answer, yeah, obviously I have problems with customers. That goes without saying. But as I became more and more successful and good at what I did, I gained the ability to fire my customers. So when they gave me problems beyond, again, you're self-employed, right? The business has to be for you first, otherwise you're just not going to do it. Similar to the reason why I stopped employing people in Ontario. If they're not going to incentivize me to create jobs, I just won't create them. If the customer isn't of value, if the customer doesn't make you money, they're actually not a customer, they're a liability. So figuring out who's insane is a psychological skill again. Psychology applies in sales skill in business. Psychology applies in management, and that's management of your employees and your customers. Don't kid yourself. So how do I manage my customers' expectations? Well, number 1, the golden rule of business. Do what you say you're going to do. I have found that just saying I'm going to do something and then do it puts me in the top 10% of all businesses that exist. And then as far as dealing with customers, I always treat people with respect. But if you waste my time without paying for it, you're not a customer, because my time is the most expensive thing. I'm not here to talk to people. I'm not here to hold your hand. I'm not here for emotional support. I'm here to do a service. Silence is golden. I'm trying to do this at scale, right? I'm trying to do hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. I can't fucking work if I'm being constantly interrupted. I no longer answer my phone. I only respond over email, partially because I hate being interrupted, partially because I want a record of exactly what I said so I can do it, right? And I don't need someone coming to me and said, you said you were going to do this. Did I? There you go. That's my spiel. Short answer, yes. I have all sorts of problems with my customers. And once you become better and better at what you do, you will gain the ability to say, hey, you deserve to be completely satisfied with this service. We seem to be talking an awful lot, which indicates to me that you're not satisfied with the quality of service you are receiving. I would be happy to continue to service your property until you have found a replacement. If I hear back from you again, I will assume this is the case, right? Like that's my best way to get rid of a problem customer. I assume, based on the amount that we are interacting, that you are dissatisfied. You deserve to be satisfied. I'm sorry we are not able to fulfill that for you. So, feel free to never speak to me again, and let me know when you found a replacement. But it's a much nicer way to put it. No hand-holding, weird-sounding customer support policy. Yellow's going to float that 32 stack. Yellow can do what they want, man. I'm not really afraid of yellow. We are just playing. Yeah, who said these players weren't good? Everyone's playing quite well, I would say. We're in a 5-player stalemate. Magenta's the short stack. I'm the tallest one. Red will take the lead over me eventually. 69 troops. Can we dab on it, folks? One shot says, changing from phone calls to emails as the primary means of communication with clients. What did he say? It was one of the best business moves for productivity I've ever made. Yes. My voicemail says, don't leave one. I won't listen to it. And it took me 7 years to phase customers into this expectation. Just don't talk to me. I don't care. If I am talking to you, I assume something is wrong. We don't want this. We want to talk once a year when we re-sign the agreement. That's the ideal world for me. And I hope it's the ideal world for you. And if it isn't, we're probably not going to work together for very long. Was that Jean-Luc Pietman? No, this is Jean-Luc Pietman. Jean-Luc. Oh, you can't see because of the glare. This is my Captain Picard action figure, ladies and gentlemen. Engage. Yes. Dude, who's excited for Picard Season 3? Wow, you're such a nerd. Indeed. As if it is a surprise to anyone that I'm a huge nerd. I agree, some Pete, but I'm sure you've built up a customer relationship with some people over the years. Oh, totally. The customers I have picked and I've kept, right? I used to have a much bigger business. So once I sold off most of my clients and got rid of all of my employees, what I did was I kept the customers that I... It's going to break everybody, really. No, he's just going to fuck red. Do. Poor red. Yeah, so the types of relationships I have with customers now is like a very trusting, sort of long-term friendly, I don't bother you if you don't bother me sort of thing. Surprised to see that. Let's see if red hits the stack. Phil says, here's a question for you. Do you owe your YouTube viewers a fun, active game? Some people expect lots of action when watching, but as you are showing now, turtling can be the correct move. To what extent is showing them all sorts of games, meaning basically whatever you play to show them the reality or to entertain? For instance, playing like 10 games and keeping only the most fun 3 for YouTube, or playing 10 games and maybe getting rid of 1 or 2. All right, my approach to this, Phil, is I think of my obligation to the audience as fairly tenuous. I think the more attention one pays to what they owe the viewer, the more one becomes a dancing monkey. I think a large part of the appeal of my show, and you guys are free to correct me if I'm wrong, I think a large part of the appeal of my show is the fact that I'm authentically me playing a game, earnestly interested in improving his own game, and that is, while selfish on the one hand, I am effective at bringing you for the ride with me, win or lose. So there's a very delicate balancing act in my show between making a show for you, the viewer, and making a show for me. And personally, it's always for me first. Okay? But that's sort of my logic, my approach to art. Good art is for the artist first. So what makes me kill a show? Well, the last game I played, I think, was a great show. I went out first, I died, and we didn't get to see the end. So maybe it doesn't stand alone as a YouTube episode, but I'm happy with my decisions. I'm happy to show my losses, right? What did I learn from that game? I probably learned a couple of things, and that's valuable. So all that to say, being that I work live, being that I don't edit much, I think the quality of my show, my concern for that, a lot of it is dependent on, am I producing a show that feels valuable to me? And then I can only hope that it is authentically valuable to you. Is that a good answer? Gumby says, gotta balance the skull fucking with the teaching. It's a funny way of putting it. I only watch to see biceps. I think, Phil, guys like you, guys like Kilted, Champ, guys like Olive, you're a lot stronger analytical minds than me, right? I am a creative intuitive. I feel in my head, in my heart, I try and feel what my audience is experiencing, which is one of the big lessons I've learned over the last year. Is like, if you're in a bad mood, Pete, just turn the camera off. You're making a shitty show, right? If you're not having fun, nobody's having fun. That was a big one. It's just like, I'm here to entertain you, but I'm always here to entertain me first. And that's not selfish for me. That's necessary for the show, right? That's the minimum precondition for making a good show, in my opinion, for making my show good. I'm not trying to speak for anyone else's show, right? You see what I'm saying? Yellow's going to get his wish. I'm going to try something creative. It might not work. Tell Magenta to hit that too. Get him locked behind a 13. I know I missed Japan. I couldn't get there. I want Magenta to be a part of this. Orange, hit it. Hit it. Oh, hit it, hit it. No, hit it, hit it, hit it. Hit the 2, hit the 2. Oh, he's going to let him hit me. No, he's going to let him hit me. Nice. He's going to let yellow break me. Clever. All right, magenta. Are you a homie? You've been a homie. Hit the 2. You can hit me too. Poor red got blasted. Yeah, I had to blast. I had to do the blasting. Well, that's not what I wanted. He wants Europe. Okay, he takes Europe. That's fine. Well, I'm gonna eat it from here. Especially if he has cards. Here it comes. That worked. Now I have a blood enemy in yellow. But in order to get out of Australia, he's got to hit a 14 stack. I think yellow gets second this game and just chills and lets us. I'm super curious to see how this plays, okay? So the reason I said I'm going to do something creative, it might not work, means this is the board I wanted now. I'm conducting an experiment. So yellow has a couple of moves. They can chill stack, eventually hit the 14 and suicide into me. They can chill stack forever and let us hit each other and never take another card. I'm super curious to see how yellow plays this. Do they have the patience required to let the entire board just go? For what is a potentially infinite classic fixed stalemate. We don't know. We're going to see how this cookie crumbled. It was this was a bad move for me, right? I went from the lead in terms of troops to 3rd place out of 4. So we're not arguing that was correct on any level. I knew it was incorrect. I am curious to see how it plays out. Really good for pink, too. All right. Here would be the thing. Do we see yellow take a card? We do. Oh, Lord, they coming! They feed me their own kill. Cool. Okay, I get 3rd. Interesting outcome. I think I get 3rd. We'll see. They feed me their own kill. I like that. Are they going to break everyone else too? Yeah, fuck everyone else too. I love you. GG yellow. Sorry I did you dirty, sir. I'm glad it worked out that way. Oh, dudes. We got a lifter for Honey Raptor. We'll do a little lift redeem for you. Man, Yellow just wanted to be my friend. And I was just like, no, I am killing you. Yeah, chat does look good, eh? Does Magenta stay at home? These guys going to let me catch up. Magenta stays a homie. These guys going to let me catch up. LOL. Humorous. The 24 here threatens neither of them overtly. Maybe I move it to the North Africa guard, but I don't think so. I want Magenta to be able to hit. We're now in the three-player, right? I want Magenta to be able to hit Orange. I love this three-player, right? I'm really working on improving my three-player game. So I'm just thinking about, you know, how do I put myself in a position that doesn't defend either of these guys? I've been cool with both of them. I think I've been slightly cooler with Magenta, but I also did tell them to do a lot, and they didn't, so we'll see how it goes. I like my position. I'm still third in terms of troops. The troop leader has the worst position, the single South America with the exterior South America take in Asia play. I get a +5. Magenta gets a +5. It's kind of incumbent upon Orange to break us now because at parity, we outgenerate Orange. Magenta stays in the lead, though, over me. Let's see how it goes. Magenta hasn't done crap. Yeah, well, they came back from a very, very bad position to now being the strongest, pretty soon to be the strongest player. I think the trick is making sure they hate each other more. Yeah, we'll figure out how we can do that, or if we can do that. Magenta was the turn one homie. Exactly. Getting 6 troops out of Africa was a bit of an ask, but they did it, so I would like to repay that. Also, me having 2 stacks, still getting 10 a turn though. 10 a turn is decent. Okay, Guardian with 30s now to 82 troops to Magenta's 91 in the lead. Orange has 114. It's going to be a very long game. You never know with 3-player, right? 3-player can end just like that.
All right. I'm happy with this game so far, I gotta say. Very happy with this game. You're gonna let me catch up a bit. Now in no longer a distant third, only a slight third over magenta. Let's see how we do. I've been really enjoying my classic fix game. All right, orange is gonna start taking cards off me. That's fair. Fair is fair. Once they start chugging up along this corridor, they won't need to do the Asia takes for a while. But they don't. They're going to let me hold 18. Still getting one troop on magenta. Have you ever thought doing about a mukbang stream? What's that? Mukbang streaming. Mukbang, in simple terms, is a live stream video where viewers watch the host eat. No. Ew. Yuck. What? Are you fucking kidding me? Mukbang is characterized by the copious amount of food. Who would want to watch that? Dude, no. Yeah, I go off camera when I eat. I don't even want to fucking be on the mic when I eat. Ugh. That's horrifying. I didn't know what it was called. Fuck. That is disgusting. I would watch you mukbang. Yeah, I mean, well, do your thing, right, guys? Very voyeuristic. See, like, here's one odd thought that I have often had. It just proves the argument to me that of how arbitrary culture is. So the ancient Romans used to have public baths where they would hang out with their buddies and fucking take a shit, right? And it was considered normal, and everyone would just do it, hang out, have interesting conversations with their friends, stimulating philosophical conversations with their friends. So the juxtaposition we have today is we sit around a dinner table with our friends and family, and we have interesting conversations. So why is it going in any different than coming out? I don't know, but the idea of filming myself eating for your amusement initially strikes me as disgusting. That's how I think about it. And the idea of watching someone else eat also strikes me as disgusting. All right. Orange has allowed themselves to get caught up to. So I'm sitting with 52 stacks. Eventually I'm going to run out of cards in North America. But I haven't yet. And I'm also sitting with 19 territories. So I'm out generating magenta by 2 troops. We've caught up to magenta in terms of troops, so we are now at parity for second place. Steve Eric Jordan says, so what you're trying to say is the next big thing will be shitting streams? What about dinner dates? Yeah, funny thing about that, Phil, when I'm on a date with a girl, I don't pay attention to watching her eat. Just not my thing, man. Mukbang watchers are weird for real. Lol. Yes. It's the same thing when someone yawns without covering their mouth. I don't need to see the conditions of your teeth. Yeah, I try to be polite. Mukbang started in Korea, I believe. Korean women would eat in front of a camera and speak. This gave young single men someone to eat with. Or, you know, bold suggestion here, young single men. Bold suggestion. But perhaps you could walk up to a girl, say hi, and ask her on a date. Bold suggestion, I know. Orange is going to get a ton of cards from me here. But girls have cooties, lol. You know that's hard to do. Yeah, but why? Why is it hard to do? Repeat that for those in the back. This is the thing, right, guys? Why is it hard to do? What are you afraid of? Are you afraid of going to talk to a girl? Why? I don't think people ask themselves this question honestly. And I think you do yourself a favor to ask yourself that question honestly. It's not hard. The worst they can say is no. Exactly. The worst they can say is no. We aren't all sexy like you. Do you think I'm sexy? Is that why? I'm a man. I'm as flawed and broken as anybody. Do a mukbang Monday. Disgusting. Absolutely fucking disgusting. He is a man's man. I'm not nothing. I'm not putting a label on myself. I am merely a person. That is, I don't need the labels. I don't need the identity bullshit. I am merely a person. Okay. So if you see someone you like, what are you going to do? You going to risk them saying, no, I don't like you. I don't want to eat dinner with you. Oh, poor you. Wouldn't that hurt your ego, your precious, precious ego, to realize that someone might not want you on a date? But you know what feels worse? Regret. You regret the things you don't do. I don't know if I like no is the worst thing they can say. Well, it's also untrue. If brands no is a bad response, when it's a normal response and not painful at all. Well, no, it's more of a thing like, what's the worst that could happen? Well, the worst that could happen is they pull out a knife and they murder you. That's not going to happen. So then what are we afraid of? And that's what Johnny says. If you don't get in the batter's box, you strike out every time. That's right. Shoot your shot, guys. You deserve it. You like hiking? I like hiking. If you like someone, immediately find one thing in common with that person, and then you marry them. I'm there for the first part of that common interest. The second part of that went wrong for this guy. So miss every shot you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott. I know you're kidding. You are hilarious. Mallory says, meet someone in 7th grade and marry them 12 years later. Obviously. Why doesn't everyone have your life, Mal? Also, we are now in the lead. For a brief shining moment in the sun, we are now in the lead. Uh-oh. Give the people your best pickup line. Ooh. I'm lousy at this. What was my pickup line from Jackbox the other night? What are you doing, stepbro? No. What's my best pickup line? Here's my favorite pickup line. I'll give you my favorite pickup line. I don't know if it's the best. My favorite pickup line is, are you DNA helicase? Because you are unzipping my jeans. That's a scientist joke. Green Knight doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. Oh my God. Beelzebub, how amicably did you handle your divorce? My wife recently told me of her intent to leave after we decided to relocate to another part of the country. That's rough, bro. I'm not willing to talk about details publicly, okay? The reason is that my divorce is not simply a matter of my divorce, it's also her divorce, and out of respect to a person I do care about, I'm not here to talk about their private business on the internet. I'm sure you can understand and respect that. So, what I will say is I know these things are very emotionally challenging on every level of your life, and although it might feel like you are alone, you're not. There's always someone you can talk to. Even if it's this sort of distance through the medium of the internet and video games and Twitch and all that. Just know that, I have nothing but empathy and for what you're going through and love for you, sir. I wish you the best. I know how hard it can be. Feeling of being alone, feelings of not being worthy, not being good enough, feelings of being left behind, feelings of betrayal, feelings of grief and loss for the love you had. But I would also like to add to that feelings of hope for the beautiful future, the new love you will surely have. And ultimately, when we look back at things that are challenging in our lives, we realize that the things that felt the hardest are often the ones that meant the most in a positive way for growth and ways that we have been forged as men. Right? I love the metaphor of being forged, right? Think of the katana sword as not just a weapon, but a beautiful tool that melted and beaten and melted and beaten. And through that struggle, become that powerful tool of creation and destruction that you use honorably. You do your best to use honorably. Okay. Thank you, Johnny. Sorry, thank you, Taco Nexus. I missed it. Thank you, Taco Nexus, for the gift sub. Throwing it to Beelzebub. At least he doesn't have to watch the advertising. All right, so Magenta made a equalizing play. And moved to card lock. Orange. I mean, I have a fairly obvious play here. But do I take it? They want me to hit this, so that kind of want that to happen. I don't think I do it. I think I stay out of trouble. What I want to do, guys, I want to go pop, 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 and leave orange with nothing to do but to hit magenta. I'm not going to do that, despite the fact that I might want to, because I'd rather orange hit them of their own accord and not be pissed off at me. That is my thinking, at least, and we'll see how it goes. You got a spot on your beard, just below your bottom lip? Probably like dry skin. Thank you. Hide like a bitch. Quarantine says, not every divorce is messy. Most are, but if both parties can be mature about it and accept what has happened, it makes it slightly easier. It sucks, but it's easier. I will say this. I hate the idea of lying. So one thing I think that even though the love I might have had is over, even though the love I might have had is over, the reason things are not so much worse than they could be is the fact that I never lied to my wife, and we are able to, as you said, right, negotiate with each other as adults, and I don't hate her, and I hope to never hate her. I think she's a beautiful person, and it's just unfortunate that it didn't work, right? Sometimes people don't work. All right. Happy with this game. Now in the lead at 188. My two opponents are tied up at 167 and 163. The longer this board stays stable, the further Orange falls. So Orange started the three-player scenario in the lead, is now in third place. And they made an even more passive move by removing 100 troops from their guard in Venezuela to Peru. We'll see how this goes. Magenta and I are perfectly equal in generation. I'm a turn ahead of them in troops. I like this board a lot too. We can wait. We'll see what happens. How's the button switching? Yeah, it's good, Drew, but look, there's no transition anymore. I don't know what happened to the transition, but there's no transition. So that'll be another thing on the docket. Drew's very excited that I've upgraded my internet connection. So, you know how often you buy something from a door-to-door salesman these days? Almost never, right? Someone knocked on my door last night, and it's the Bell technician, and he says, I'm here to sell you on upgrade internet. So I had a fiber optic cable hooked up to my house 5-ish years ago, but I never hooked it up because I had a different service provider. And then we just had this gentleman pass by. It was super cool to see him. He gave me a great price on apparently 8 gigasecond upload speed, which is wild. Yeah, so I could potentially stream in really high quality, and yeah, getting it hooked up next week. So we'll see. Drew should be very happy because he's been up my that's not what you say. He's been on my case about it for quite some time. Drew, so I was actually talking about the new button to let you change from game screen to PC. That's a good one. That one works fine. 8G up. Apparently 8G up. I think, I mean, I'll believe it when I see it, right? It was like $10 to upgrade from 3G to 8G. So I was like, just give me the best one. Bell fiber. Yeah, exactly. How will you test? I don't know. You're already talking above my ability to understand. Yeah, red getting 10 a turn, I get a 10 a turn. I'm exactly a turn ahead of magenta rather. 300 watching. Are you kidding me? 300 people, eh? You guys. Thank you. $8G up. I've never heard of it either. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Drew says he looked it up and it's a real thing, only available in Canada. Hey, might as well. And the price is right too. Price is real reasonable. I have a vested interest in keeping magenta equal to me. So I want to hit orange stacks. I can hit a little magenta, I guess. Just trying to stay out of trouble. When the inevitable comes. Interesting trade decision. You don't like the 6 trade? I want to preserve the Joker. I want to preserve the Joker for as long as possible. Oh, because who knows when you're going to get another Joker, am I right? What's even funnier about this trade is it's still only worth 3 dudes. Ah, lol. So dumb. I'm having a lot of fun with Classic Fix these days. Orange is going to chase me? Very lucky with the jokers recently. Should try gambling. You guys didn't see my last game. I got super unlucky. I got the end of the spawn, and then I just got smoked by a guy who had a set on 3 at the wrong fucking time, and kept. Just everything went wrong for me that game. Oh, that's right. All 3. Thank you. If you use double, you're right. If you use double jokers, you get all 3. Thank you. That is true. No misinformation from the Peteman. Ilkayam. I'm not sure what this is. This seems like a separate conversation. Pete, is Mark Hamill your favorite Star Trek captain? No, it's Grand Moff Tarkin, actually. What is Purple doing? His troops are low. Purple is a bot. Purple is a bot that started as a bot, so it stacks continuously, as opposed to the neutral AI behaving. Oh, do we finally see Orange quit? Orange is going to knock Magenta under. Or is he going to restack on Venezuela? Yeah, faux blizzards, exactly. Sneaky, forcing Orange to hit pink to put them below 15. I'm trying. I'm trying to do my sneakiest best, guys. Oh my goodness, Yerald! Yerald boy! Ladies and gentlemen, a truly rare sight indeed. The elusive Yerald boy. This might be one of the last times, folks, that you get to see Jerry on the camera. We love him. I'll miss him a lot. Say goodbye to the littlest Yerald boy. Spook Hub with the lifter. Yeah, I got you. After this turn, I'll do a little lifter redeem. I'm still at 15. All right, lift redeem. Here we go. Where is he going? Ah, the X-Man. We got 2 cats, Reggie and Jerry. This is the toughest thing. Splitting up possessions is one thing. Imagine trying to split up your little buddies. I'm going to push up redeemed by Bart Teef. Magenta's taking their sweet time with these turns. Has they finally quit? No. See how he just lost 2 on a 1? He's not slidering. Okay? Do you see how they've been getting the same amount of troops as me for a while, but I have a slight lead? That's what the slidering is for, okay, guys? All right, push up redeem. Tell me orange didn't just skip. Black Sheep Chad. I learned that love is a choice, not just a feeling or an emotion, because the love for oneself can govern your relationship status when your partner no longer feeds your love for yourself. Then people say, don't love them anymore. I believe most relationships hinge on the way that a person makes you feel. When that stops, the relationship ends. I hope this is understandable. It's very complicated. Human emotions are very complicated. All right, I am sitting in the lead at 260 troops. Magenta generating about the same as me at 244. Orange player at 219 in third place. Magenta going to hit a bunch of Asia. Basically force me to push. Oh, are we trying to lock orange? Whoa! All right, we're hitting stacks. This game is over. We have a 20 guard. Stack up 232. We open orange. If orange would like to retaliate on magenta and give me the game, I'll take it. Do they? He doesn't. Man, orange is orange ever passive? I think orange hits my 20 stack, but I'm not sure. Turn it up. I think they hit Australia. No, super passive play. I can't kill your eardrums, guys. Well, magenta has left me with an interesting play that I think I'm going to take. Unless they move out. They move out. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna. If they leave their stack locked in the middle, I would have killed orange and gone into the 1v1. As it stands, I need a decently good roll though to beat magenta. Can blizzards lock continents completely? Only if you can only get the cyan blizzard if there's portals in the mode. Stable portals in the mode. That song was called Round Table Rival by Lindsey Sterling. Is there a way to just switch from videos to just audio? I'm on a music video playlist by mistake. That's it. Thank you, Pete. Yeah, you're welcome. Lindsey Sterling. She's very talented. And good looking. This just in. Pete thinks another female is attractive. Get used to it, baby. Yo, I've been trying to see you on stream for weeks. Love the games and insight, man. Been loving the content on YouTube. I love you too, baby. Bottom 28. Come on, guys. Last chance to cut blue off like a tumor. Indeed. Indeed. Hey, thank you for the tier 1 sub, bro. Thank you so much. Pete has impeccable taste in women. What a babe Lindsay Sterling is. She can play my fiddle any day, if you know what I'm saying. Lock your stack. Lock your stack. Why are these guys letting me do this? Hey, Pete, I have a question. What is the circle on the red circle on the yellow player's avatar? It means that we were allied, and then as he was defeated, he broke his alliance with, or before he was defeated, he broke his alliance with me. I can win this turn? Yeah, I think so. I'm very close. I can sense that too. I'm very close to that winning point where I just take the roll on orange. Have you heard of the legend of Pete? If you hit him, you die. He's on 5 cards, so it might be my best chance. The ratio's tight, right? What do you guys think? You think I got what it takes? What the fuck? Oh, I see. He's trying to card lock him. Looks like Pink and a King make Pete. Yeah, well, they already have, I think. I think it's too late. I think I've won this game. I'm just trying to roll it at the right time. I don't want to throw now, you know? I've put in a fucking hour and a half into this game, so. I think I take the roll now. If he wanted second, he could get it instantaneously, though, just by taking out orange and giving me the win. Are we seeing it? Slam, peanut butter, and jam! Easy dubs. The W-less, ladies and gentlemen. The easiest W-less in the history of Risk. Let's go. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you found some of it fun and entertaining, maybe even a little educational and informative. If you are interested in getting better at the game of Risk, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. Come along the ride with me. I have a daily release on YouTube, doing weekday streams on Twitch for the winter, and maybe even some on YouTube Live peppered in. Thank you, folks, for the support. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for your time, for your precious time, for your attention, for your good vibes. Thank you for being my friends. I appreciate you. What do we got? Magenta was a novice. Orange was a master. Very passive master. And then an intermediate and a beginner. Thank you, folks. And until next time, for all of you on the path to world domination, good games and good luck.